What's up, guys? All right, I'll admit it, it's been a while since we've had the Merch by Amazon sales update, at least for my YouTube channel. But if you still listen to the Merch Minds podcast, I cover my sales updates and what's going on in the world of merch every single week. So I'm also going to be working on something for 2018 so I can get some more merch news and sales updates with the Hustler Hacks YouTube channel. So this video, October-November 2017 sales update and news. We're mostly going to be talking about the freeze, what happened during December, obviously capacity issues with Amazon, and 3 tips on how or what you should be doing for 2018 to prepare yourself to grow sales, to get a little action plan going. I'll show you guys what's going on with my account. Obviously, it's still frozen, but Yang, my co-host for Merch Minds, a little bit luckier than me and a lot of others have been. He was frozen for a little while. Once the update came up at the 19th, the second update, he was able to sell plenty of shirts and get his numbers back up. I haven't been that fortunate, but I'm not too worried about it. And I'll show you guys where I'm at right now. And I'm also going to be talking a little bit about 2018 and incorporating a little bit more merch action in my channel. And what else we got covering? Also a little bit about AMS ads. So pretty good stuff. Let me start off with my account, where I'm at, what's going on. I can refresh this for you guys. So last 7 days, extremely low, the lowest it's ever been in I don't know how long. 78 products sold. Estimated royalties $382.54. Now, usually I would be pretty worried about this because of the 2,400 products live, but we do know that December has been just disgusting. I mean, we're all preparing for huge numbers, and it started off really, really good, actually. Like, I think the last week of November and first week of December, it was actually looking like a good $6,000 royalty month, and then just slowly started to take its toll, and then we saw the capacity issues, and they froze uploads, and then it just went downhill from there. So $382. Let me show you guys my estimated earnings for the last 2 months, since I wasn't able to show you, but so September 2017, we talked about how it dipped from 3,600 down to 2,400. We went back up to 20. Sorry, get some water. And then we went back up even more for November, 2,900, almost there to 3,000. So that helped. We saw some, an increase in numbers. And so that's why for December, I was excited about it, and it looked like it was on the rise, but capacity issue, so it happened. But it was looking like a good $6,000 royalty month. I think I was very close to, maybe I was at 1,200 or 1,500 for that week. I gotta remind myself, but even then, between 5,000 and 6,000 for the month. Now it looks different. So we're gonna talk about that. Let me get this out of the way. We saw the last 2 months. So let's start the slides. Merch Minds podcast, me and Young, iTunes, Libsyn, Stitcher, Facebook group. It's free. You can listen to us every single week. We just finished the last one talking about our 2018 goals. So I'm going to be talking a little bit more about that too in this video, and what we kind of want to do for the future, and getting our podcast out to more people, and just being consistent with it, because even with Merch Minds podcast, Young's the one who does the editing, and then he gets it out when he can. So it's like sometimes it would come out Saturdays, sometimes Sundays, sometimes Mondays, and I was like, we got to get on a schedule and do this every single Monday to get our episode out. So we want to do Merch Minds Mondays, and it could be out for the channel and for the regular podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, and all of that. So I'll talk about that a little bit more, but that's where you can find out weekly updates and news for me and Yang and our accounts and how we're doing. All right, so year to date, let me see. January through November of 2017, profit $43,523.94 for the year. I'm probably going to be short of the 50,000 this year. So last year I hit 55,000. This year, more than likely, it would be, let me show you guys my projection, about 2,300 to 2,800 for the month of December. If you remember, December of 2016, close, a couple of that's 120 something dollars short of 10,000 for that month. This month, huge difference with the capacity issues. 2,800 on the high end for my projection. We're gonna see what happens, but more than likely 45,000 for the year of 2017. So pretty much that whole December is gone, 10,000 short from last year on merch. But while merch was frozen, it did allow me to focus a little bit more on eBay. So I did get those numbers up, which did help overall. But merch-wise, pretty much missing that last month because of what happened there. So no increase in numbers, but I definitely want to increase for 2018, and I have a little small game plan for that. But with the last 2 months that we went over for October and November, the 2,800 plus the 2,900, we did get over our $100,000 royalties of all-time payouts. So $102,057.33 altogether since I've joined merch. So I'm proud to say I am a six-figure earner with merch, not just sales. So that's pretty cool. But I do know that the work does not end here. 2018, especially now that the royalties are going down. Remember this. They're changing that. I really need to get more shirts uploaded. Fill up as many as I can. Try to get 6,000 to 8,000 shirts up. I have a game plan for that. I talked about it on Merch Minds. I'll talk about it today and what I want to do. All right, so the merch updates. Now, we talked a little bit about merch freezing and what happened there. This is where it all started on December 14th, how they were going to, begin enabling accounts for publishing and start getting back after the freeze. Actually, sorry. So the freeze was the 5th. And then they wanted an update on the 12th. And then the next update will be the 19th. But on the 14th, that's what they said they're going to start rolling it out again. Mine has not gotten restored to 100% yet. Young's account has. So we're going to talk about his account after this. But yeah, I'm still frozen. I can't upload anything. So December alone, the last couple of weeks, a little disappointing. But I'm not down and out because I know once we can get this account going again, I need to be ready to go for 2018. And so do you. So this is what I said, but not everyone is frozen. This is Young's Instagram account. If you want to go follow him right now, he's at Geek Hustle. Actually, it's Geek_Hustle. You can follow him there and look at this guy showing off the last 7 days, at least from the 14th to the 21st. Estimated royalties back up $1,700, which was what we were, I think, at $1,200 to $1,500 range in that first week or last week of November into the first week of December before all of it crashed. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is the money that we should be making. So his comment was last 7 days grateful, last 7 days lucky. Yeah, I said it because not everybody has this opportunity, and for some weird reason, they're allowing him to upload again. So 3 tips for 2018, and once we're out of the freeze, what we should be doing. This is a little bit about my game plan and how I think it can help you. Number 1, during this whole freeze time, yes, I was able to work a little bit more on eBay, but I also saw it kind of like a blessing because it gave me some more time to really think about merch. Like, what do I want to do with this? How can I grow? What do I need to do to get some more designs in? So I came up with a game plan, weekly game plan. and I'm working on it to see what I can do. So building a schedule. I brought out all the months. I laid it all out. So starting next month, I already have like niches and ideas that I want to focus on. So here I put researching ideas, even though I can't spell researching ideas, getting that out, outsourcing. So I am going to hire my brother to do some of the niche related designs that I'm not going to be focusing on anymore. Gives me some more time to focus on the trends and to get some better high quality designs rather than spending quite a bit of amount of time on like individual niche shirts that are just simple text-based or slogans. I think he can knock those out for me, pay him to do those, try to get 50 different slogans for the first part of the week, another 50 slogans for the second part of the week, and get 3 different variations of it. So different typeface, different look, and then we'll also get a different color. So obviously like a white, you can put that in any color, and then maybe get like black or red for like Valentine's Day, or green and white for St. Patrick's Day once we get to that point. So I'm working on that. I already have the ideas ready for him for January. I need to start getting ideas ready for February. So at least he's already a month ahead of time. I can already get those ideas and slogans to him already researched, ready to go. And so he can get those done. So more than likely, if we can follow that schedule, then he'd be able to knock out, with of course the variations, like 1,300 different designs for me for the month. And then I can focus on the trends and try to get an extra amount of designs there. And those are going to be more of like high quality. I can spend some more time on it. And I'm also, when I talk about building a schedule, work out how I'm going to figure out sourcing for eBay and then spending more time on merch. So I'm actually going to switch one of the sourcing days to a Saturday, which I hate doing because Saturday the stores are always packed. Families are all out. I hate dealing with that. But I do need an extra day for merch to get all these designs uploaded and to focus on the trends and design those myself. Also get ready for the holidays. Like Valentine's Day, huge for merch. Get ready for that. But St. Patrick's Day is even bigger in March. I would also just get ready for those too. They're going to come up here quick. Once we're out of the freeze, out of the gate, then yeah, like have this stuff ready to go. That's what I'm saying. The freeze can actually be a blessing in disguise. Not just to dwell on that kind of stuff. Number 2, have goals. So why not make March your biggest month? Make August your biggest month. Have these monthly goals that you can look forward to. What do you have to do to get to these goals? And for the most part, at least that I know, because now that royalties are going less and less and less, you're almost going to have to double what you've been doing before to get those numbers back up. You don't fall behind, especially if you were, maybe had like $15 designs or $15 shirts, $17 shirts. Now we're losing, what is it, like 25, 30%, depending on what your price looks like. So you're almost kind of having to double up. So you need to be ready for 2018 and get that ready to go. And number 3, AMS ads for every design. I understand that everybody can do this. I started to do that and get some AMS. I'm going to show you some of the results. And right now is not really the time for AMS because of the freeze. And it was just, it was not good. But I'm going to show you a little bit more about that. But when we were talking to the Jersey Shore guys, Jersey Merch Edition. We always go back and forth all these different names. The Jersey guys, they were talking about AMS ads and how like they wanted to, I guess, separate yourself from everybody else. It's important to get AMS ads for every single design, so you're not just stuck with everybody else relying on organic traffic. It's not going to work out like that all the time. So I started to do that and maybe have like 60, 70 ads running. But with the freeze, it just hasn't worked out. So let me show you. This one right here in red was actually one of the sponsored products that actually did well. 8 cents is what I spent per click. I got the 2 clicks. 16 cents is what I spent. My sales, $53.85. So that helped in that case. Look at this other stuff. This stuff that hasn't been seen. I can't even find these shirts on search on Amazon right now. And look how low this is. I mean, 6, 9, 1. So it's somewhat getting there. But this stuff, these little lines, I mean, you can't even find them. So that's not helping right now with the freeze. I was hoping that maybe we can get out of that freeze and maybe try to get like a workaround with AMS ads. But no, didn't happen. But can't say I didn't try. But I do want to get a lot of these sponsored products and these ads going for all of my designs and try to get that back up. Because I was running that for a little while, but the Jersey guys had a pretty good way of doing it. I think they also learned from the Treasure Gnome about these like low $5 daily limits and working on the sponsored products. You're spending very, very low, but still getting the impressions. In this case, 610. Got 2 sales out of it, so that helped. So I think once the freeze comes back, we can focus more on AMS, and that'll be good in general. So sign up for AMS if you haven't already, but I'll definitely look on trying to get out of just that whole organic traffic thing. Try to double up on that organic and the ads, and double up in sales because, like I said, low royalties per shirt. All right, let me talk a little bit about the channel changes and what I wanted to do for merch, because merch is still a heavy part of my income, and I kind of slacked it on the updates, not because I wasn't interested. I was just running out of time trying to get like out hustled when me and Ken the Hustlebee go to different cities. That was my main thing in November. So when we went to Chicago, I was just trying to get that done, and then we're editing. Well, I'm editing 4 main episodes for that. It takes a lot of time and effort because it's more like a vlog style for me to edit that kind of stuff. So I just didn't get a lot of the merch stuff in to the channel and get that for you guys. So I do apologize for that. But what I do want to do, kind of like what I talked about earlier, the Merch Mondays. So on Monday, Merch Minds podcast will be uploaded to Hustler Hacks YouTube channel. But it won't just be podcast version. It's going to be video. You can see me and Yang talking about it, talking about our numbers, everything that's going on in the merch world. So if you do want to watch us, you can. And you don't have to go anywhere else outside of YouTube. You can stay here. But if you do want to go out there, go to like Stitcher and Libsyn. You can just listen to it in your car. That's more recommended. So you don't have to just watch us talk. We're just, face-to-face talking. It's not really like we're showing you guys little little slides like I'm doing here. It's just for the podcast. So I think this will also help us get more engagement with the podcast, because even though I'm telling some people, hey, listen to it, some people are just used to the updates on YouTube and haven't really been crossing over to the other platforms like iTunes to listen to the podcast. So I think this will help with that. But for some reason, we don't get an episode out. It's happened before because sometimes our guests can't make it and we don't get that episode out on Monday. Then I would do a tip video or maybe my own video to talk a little bit about what we talked about on Merch Minds. So you don't have to like wait for that to come out or wondering what's going on. If it's Monday, you'll still get some type of merch video on Monday, period. So I think that's good. I think that'll also help the channel a little bit more, and I can bring some more merch action into the Hustler Hacks YouTube channel instead of the same Ross finds type of thing. Not like there's anything wrong with that. It's just with merch, I find it a little bit harder for people to kind of relate to, because not everybody has been approved for merch. Not everybody has been in the higher tiers. Being at 8,000, sometimes some people are just kind of like, it's kind of cool, but it's not really like the thrill of the hunt of finding things. And not everybody's a graphic designer, which you don't even have to be one to succeed in merch. But it just doesn't have that same type of growth yet compared to eBay, Ross finds, because merch is still, like we talked about, very, very young at like 2 years old. So, but maybe this will help and build it up. Who knows? email me hustlerhacks1@gmail.com if you have any questions. How are you going to prepare for 2018? Did you already come up with a game plan? Let me know in the comments below, and you can contact me anytime also at hustlerhacks on Instagram. So hope you guys like this update. What's going on? We went over the 100K, but we're also frozen, and our accounts hopefully will get back into action in January 2018. I'll keep you guys updated on that, and we'll look forward to Merch Mondays, and we'll see you guys then. Thanks guys for watching this video. Go out and get it.